Here we go. You were about to discover the... Hello, cow. Can I go by? Did you see that cow give me the chin lift? And here we are out of the desert, actually in the pine forest. They say don't pass gas on the BDR, and it's funny. So this is where you get gas. It's closed. There's no gas in Loman. Tavern closed, liquor store closed. I don't suppose you take a card, cash. Somebody commented on a post I did on YouTube last night saying, yeah, the Idaho BDR is just a bunch of switchbacks up to a beautiful view, and then a bunch more switchbacks down to a beautiful river, and yeah, definitely. Huh. Idaho, spectacular. We were all the way down in the very bottom of that, like a mile ago. Massive, unbelievable, fantastic, super. The bus! I found the bus! This here is the Tetanus Express. Yeah, so I forgot to mention this morning, there was a fire, like right on the route. I can imagine how cool this view is, normally. Lorn's bike's overheating. Radiator overheated, or overflowed, which is not good. So my strategy that I always advocate for, it absolutely falls apart in Idaho. Let's go. Jet engine boys. Good morning. Well, this was a great place to stay, so highly recommend the Rider's Rest if you are coming through Elk City. The only thing that wasn't awesome was something was going on here at 5 a.m. and there was just like a whole lot of banging around. Didn't have my earplugs in and it woke me up and I was then awake, so a little bit less sleep than I was hoping for here, but nice to have a nice chill out of the way place with shade, showers. I've taken 2 showers. What a luxury. Flushing toilets, lots of space for your stuff, nice grassy campsite. So I'm glad this is here, and if you're ever doing this route, highly recommend. Just, you can get a spot here without reserving, but if you really want to make sure you get it, there's limited spots. I would call ahead. But it is day 4 of the Idaho BDR, and today we are doing the Magruder Corridor, which is one of the most vast, untouched wilderness areas in the country. It's like 100 miles to get through it, and it's supposed to be just absolutely amazing and beautiful, and one of the highlights of the trip. So looking forward to that, and we'll end the day, or at least towards the end of the day, we'll be in Montana. So we're going to go, this is where the route takes a dogleg east out to Montana, up north, and then it comes back west over the Lolo motorway, which is a big reason why this route is so long, because it has these 200 and some mile detours off of the north-south path, but worth it when you're out here this close to the Magruder. These overachievers are already packing up. Jeff got his tent up last, but it's already down, and I'm still drying out my rain fly and drinking coffee. But it's 7:14, so we'll get rolling. Maybe we'll get out of here by 8-ish, 8:30. Already got gas yesterday, so we're good to go. Let's see what happens. All right, looks like we take a ride out of here. Lorn's moving, Jeff's moving. Good night. Woke up a little earlier than I would like. I don't really like getting up at 5 a.m., but it is what it is sometimes, so nothing to do but keep going and hope I sleep great tonight. Oh my God, the backpack adjustment. Why did I not do that days ago, bro? So much better. So the Magruder is one of the highlights of this trip. Let's hope it lives up to the hype. Well, first off, you're going to be shocked to hear that we are alongside a gorgeous river. Again. Somebody commented on a post I did on YouTube last night saying, yeah, the Idaho BDR is just a bunch of switchbacks up to a beautiful view, and then a bunch more switchbacks down to a beautiful river, and yeah, definitely. That is definitely it. I don't know how long this pavement section goes. It came out of nowhere. It surprised me, but about 4 miles in is all. Just wanted to show you the unbroken streak of gorgeous rivers continues. Nez Perce Trail Road, Narrow Mountain Road, no services. 113 miles, apparently 8 hours of driving time. Yep, I'm gonna guess we're gonna do it in less than 8 hours. 113 miles to Darby. That is where we're going. Let's roll out, boys. Oh, I probably need my map though. There we go. That is helpful. That is helpful to have a map. 113 miles through the wilderness. No services. One of the longest stretches of wilderness in the continental U.S. It'll be an experience. Let's get there. Let's get there. These are the biggest damn slash piles I've ever seen. There's plenty of good lumber in there. This must be a beetle infestation they're trying to eradicate, I guess. I don't know why you wouldn't keep the wood otherwise. Sometimes you see that, they have to go scorched earth on those things. But slash piles are usually just branches and stuff. It's not usually logs. Don't know. I'm no expert on logging. Somebody can tell me what's going on there in the comments. Let me know. About 18 miles in, we're on the gravel. It's a really nice road. You can make good time on it, so that's good so far. No gorgeous views, but I will definitely let you know when we get to them, because I'm sure there's a few on this route. Yeah, so I forgot to mention this morning, Lorn got on his Onyx map, and there was a fire, like, right on the route. I didn't see anything on the, like, ArcSys official fire map, and it wasn't on the overlay in Gaia. So I was like, let's just go through and see if anything's closed. Worst case, we have to turn around, but I am seeing some smoke, so might be some drama today. Don't know. There were no signs. I mean, I feel like there'd be a sign at the beginning if the road was closed, but it may be new and they just haven't. I don't know. We'll find out. It could be nothing, but definitely seeing the smoke, which you can see up here, reminded me that that was a possibility today. There is for sure one fire directly on the route, but it's on section 9. But I was looking at the map and there's a super easy workaround, so not worried about that. It's not the fires I know about that concern me, it's the ones I don't know about. So we'll just keep going and see what we run into. Yeah, we're pretty close to a fire, I think. That's a lot of smoke. Like, I can't even see. We may not get any views today. Just smoke. There's a ton of camping out here. I've seen a bunch of really cool dispersed spots, and there's also just these primitive campgrounds. Apparently this is a campground. You can definitely park a trailer there. Now that's a tent spot with a fire pit. There's another one there. No fire pit. There's a couple over here. Yeah, so very primitive, but I've seen that there's been a campsite like every few miles, so there's tons of camping out here. The only thing you gotta look out for is grizzly bears if you decide to camp out here, so, you know, there's that. I was gonna wait till there was like some gorgeous scenery behind me to talk about this, but I don't think that's gonna happen today with the smoke, so might as well just get her done. I know someone's gonna ask, people always do. Someone's gonna ask about what gear I chose for this trip, and I spent a lot of time thinking about it because kind of a unique thing where I gotta ride 10 hours on the road to get here and 10 hours on the road to get home, but there are 7 days, 1,200 miles of off-road in the middle. And so, and also you have limited space, so you can't just bring everything, right? You can't bring the kitchen sink. So you got to make compromises and think about what's what. So this is what I ended up with. First, the Leat 9.5 ADV helmet. Hands down, best helmet I've ever used. This is my third BDR with it this summer. And I've had it for 6 months, and I love it. So it's a little expensive. It's the high-end helmet, but it's the most comfortable helmet I've ever worn. I don't get that pressure point up front that I do with the climb helmets, or it's like after 3 or 4 hours, I just can't wear it anymore. I don't know that you need to go to the carbon, the 9.5, which is what I have. The 8.5 is plastic, and it's only like 4 ounces heavier, and it's like $100 cheaper, and there's way more colorways. So I might go with that one if I were spending my own money, but this is the 9.5. I love it. Great helmet. It comes with a $70 pair of goggles, like the goggles you've seen me wearing a lot lately. That was all included. It's got the nicest helmet bag. It's not like one of them free drawstring bags. It's a legit helmet bag you could take on a plane as a carry-on. as good as ones I've paid $30 for. So there's a lot of value in the package. So I like that a lot. And then as far as like torso armor, well, actually, and legs, I decided to go with what was going to be comfortable, but would also let me layer up so that I didn't have to have 2 different sets of armor. So I've got this is the Phase 2 armor from Moscow, and I've got this on my elbows and my knees. So it's a CE Level 2 elbow pad, super comfortable, super flexible. I don't love soft armor when I'm in the hardest, like if I'm riding on sharp rocks and stuff and I might come down on something pointy. I don't love it, but on roads like this where you're going to hit the gravel and it's going to be fine. What is this? Oh man. Green Mountain Lookout is right there. Yeah, we're also not like stopping at any of the freaking POIs because this route is just so damn long. Plus there's nothing to see today. Let's smoke. So anyway, the Phase 2 armor, elbows and knees, and Moscow does a great job of accommodating larger people because I ordered the extra large knee pads just assuming I'd need them, and they were too big. So I had to order some larges. And I'm wearing the Moscow Kiger pants on the bottom. They're so comfortable, stretchy. They flow a ton of air because they're like a loose weave, but it's like wearing sweatpants. They're amazing. Now, are they the most abrasion-resistant thing for the highway? No, but you got to compromise. They're pretty abrasion-resistant. They're a lot better than like motocross pants or something, so that seemed like enough for me. And then up top, I have also this Alpine Stars. It's a pretty light, just a chest protector with a back protector. And I'm wearing it just over a jersey today. And I don't remember what model it is, but I'll try to link it for you. And then for the days on the trail where there's more highway, I've been wearing my my Climb Tactical Pro jersey because it's made out of the same mesh that the mesh jackets are made out of, so I feel like it gives you a little bit more abrasion resistance if you go down on the road, and still flows a ton of air because it's mesh. And then for the ride out and the ride back, I brought my Dakar jacket, which I'm not wearing right now, obviously, but you can zip the sleeves off. So I was just wearing the vest part, so like my vital organs are protected over the, like I had over the armor, so I've got I got abrasion protection, I've got impact protection, and then my arms were out, so in the 90-degree heat, it wasn't the end of the world. It was much cooler, and I still had the CE Level 2 Phase 2 armor there, so if I went down on the pavement, it wouldn't be ideal, but I was at least somewhat protected. It was a compromise because I don't want to get heat stroke and pass out either. Always wearing my Alpine Stars Corazals boots unless I'm on super technical stuff, in which case I would wear my Tech 7s, but this trip's the Corazals. I probably have 15,000 miles on these. Every BDR I've done except Oregon, I wore these boots. So that's 4 if you count this one, which isn't over yet. And then Climb Dakar gloves because the touchscreen fingers work best and they're light and flow air well. I don't love them for the highway, so I have my MSR, their new ADV gloves, the ones that are basically a Revit sand, but a hell of a lot cheaper. That's what I was wearing on the highway. And the Flying Eyes Luzon glasses with the magnetic lenses, so I'm not wearing my goggles. I brought them just in case, but since I've been in front, the dust protection hasn't been as important, but I do want to protect my eyes, and this flows more air. And goggles are great, but your peripheral vision just disappears. Like, I can't see my junk when I'm going pee. It's just, I can't look down. So it's nice to not have that if you don't need it, and I haven't needed it yet, but they're there in the bag if I need them. And that is my gear for this trip. So I'll put links to all that stuff if you want to check it out in the description. And of course, I always appreciate y'all using my affiliate links when you can. Help support the channel. Doesn't cost you any extra, and it really does help finance trips like this, honestly. You know, it's all business expenses, and the way I was able to do 2.5 BDRs this summer. I did 2/3 of Oregon, but I'm not counting it. Was because of all those contributions from all of you. So affiliate links: Rocky Mountain, Moscow Moto, Revzilla, Motocamp Nerd, all those places. Break Free, Cardo. I've got a 20% code for Cardo. If you need a Cardo, I've got one on this helmet. It's been great for music on the way up and the way back. You know, please click those links if you can. Help support the channel, but no more commercials. Let's just keep riding through the smoke here on the Magruder Corridor. Like a jungle in here. The wildflowers are gorgeous. They're all purple. Nice to get out of the burn scar a little, although these trees Some of them are kind of sickly. It's cool in here though. Just past the turnoff for Burnt Knob Lookout, which a couple of you recommended as a cool place, even if the road up there is a little gnarly, but I just don't see the point right now. Smoke's definitely getting thicker. I can feel it when I breathe. Like it's tasty. Kind of irritating. Not unbearable, just noticeable is all I'm saying. But yeah. I'm gonna have to come back and do the Magruder when it's not on fire because I don't really feel like we're getting the whole experience today. Just the road with none of the views. Huh. This is not gonna be a very interesting video. Me just talking about smoke all day. I can imagine how cool this view is, normally. So that's neat. Some rugged country out here, I bet. The road got a little slower. Not difficult, just not flying around the corners like I was on the lower part. It's more like the Magruder Corridor today, for sure. I forgot where this damn fire is. Dude, this Touareg is crushing it. This bike is awesome. Definitely the best value for $12,000. It's a lot of bike. It's very confidence-inspiring. I'm gonna do a full review at the end, which will be about 2,500 miles by the time I get home. So that feels long enough. Huh. Chunky. It's definitely the worst section so far of today. Again, I bet this is a gorgeous view, right? But today, smoke. Behind me. I mean, it's a little better. I can see that that's a cool view. Only a quarter mile to still 200 yards. It's better. How's it going, man? Are we close to the fire? Are we close to a fire?
Not much of it left down there, but
oh,
yeah,
okay.
the one's pointing out here.
Okay.
The majority of the smoke you see is from the big bear down on the second.
Okay, so we're good to get through to Darby.
Yeah.
Awesome. Okay, well, good to know for sure. Thanks, man. Thanks for all the work you do. You guys are heroes. All right, so you probably caught some of that, but basically there was a little fire off over here that they've mostly put out. They're just still pumping water into it, but most of the smoke we're seeing is from a big fire farther away, so we're good. We're good to get through, he said. The road is open, so. Oh, that was bear shit in the road, for sure. Yikes. It was big, too. Grizzly, maybe? So, crisis averted. Continuing on. Kind of see the road across the way, across the valley. Probably a canyon. On the other hillside. So I'm guessing that's where we're going. Visibility is definitely better. I can see the Jeep way down there, probably half a mile. It's nice. Another advantage of the burned out area, I guess, is you can see if cars are coming and plan accordingly. Looks like a red Jeep to me. 2. People do not know the signals. They just don't. Sad, really. So we're just about to come up on the Magruder campground, and if my odometer is telling me the truth, it's just about the halfway point, which is interesting because, oh, sick, cool bridge. Because that means there's 55 miles of wilderness in each direction. That's just how far you are from help at any given time right now. So that's fun. Yeah, here it is right here. So 55 miles to get help right now. So, you know, don't have an incident. Just continue on. It is a lot warmer down here, like 10 degrees warmer here on the lower elevation. There we go. Now you're gonna see it. Look at this. Ah, yeah. Beauty. Beauty. So the Bitterroot side has definitely been a lot easier. I don't know if you can tell. The road is a little bit faster. Just had a fawn run right out in front of me. A yearling still had its spots right in front of me and then started running up the road. So like I had to dodge it 3 times. I wasn't filming, but it's a good reminder to slow down a little. I was trying to find a place for us to stop and take a little break, and I've been looking for half an hour. There's been nothing that goes down to the river, not even a shady spot. Like, that'd be fine if it was in the shade, but it isn't. Off the side of the road. It's kind of annoying. And I'm gonna guess it'll be smoother sailing from here on out, because you don't usually put in a paved road and then have a shitty road between you and civilization. I don't know. I haven't seen that before. So that's my guess, but I'll let you know if that is not the case. Lorn's bike's overheating, so I shouldn't have said that thing back there about it would suck to have a problem out here, because yeah. So we're like just running it for a little bit to see if the fan will kick on, if something's just funky there, but if not, I have to limp out to Connor, and then I don't know what. There's no civilization until Darby at least. It'd take a while to tow him out of here, but we could do it if we had to. Faster than calling for a tow truck, I bet. So I don't know, we'll see what happens here. The radiator overheated or overflowed, which is not good. There may not be any fluid in there. I don't know. Figure it out, figure something out, or else we're camping by this cool river. We're on the road into Connor. You'll never guess what's next to it. I'm not even gonna say it at this point. So, sorry, I got to make a spectacle out of your troubles.
Rock, right? See, right there.
The hose is not good, so that's what's happening. Must have hit her on a rock.
Must have hit a rock, yeah.
Yeah, so
Came up and hit it.
just need to duct tape that bit to get to Darby.
I think I could probably limp it home.
Well, you're just gonna have to limp it to a city. You're not gonna have to limp it all the way home. We can definitely patch that hose. But that's good. It's something it's good to know what it is, and it's fixable, theoretically. Darby's like 6 miles up the road, and it's a much bigger town, so we're gonna go there, maybe snag a motel so that he can chill and let that bike cool off, and then there's an auto parts store, so he can get pieces if he needs them. That hose tape in particular will be necessary, and then maybe there's a motorcycle shop in Hamilton, I guess, so give them a call and see what they say. But we can't do anything here, because literally this is the only thing in Connor. So we're gonna go the 6 miles up to Darby, which is a slightly larger town. So we limped Lorn's bike to Darby. We're in Darby. We got a hotel. This is actually a cute little cabin at I forget the name, but it's the place with the cabins in Darby. It doesn't sound like he's gonna be able to get his bike going. So fan's not turning on. The hose is split and is spewing out coolant, and it's overheating. I feel like there's one more thing that I'm forgetting. So basically not something that we are confident we can fix, or not confident enough to take it up in the middle of nowhere again. So it sounds like he's leaving us. We're gonna go to dinner, so we'll talk to him about it. But Jeff and I are gonna continue on because it's actually, I looked it up, it takes longer to go around on the highway than it would be to just go back over Lolo. So we're gonna go back over Lolo and the Nez Perce Trail. That's the next section anyway. Probably continue on to Wallace and then decide from there, because Wallace is I-90, so Jeff's trying to get home a little earlier and just see what happens. But definitely going to do the next 2 sections, so that's the plan for tomorrow. Make sure you're subscribed so you can see us tackle the rest of the route as a 2-man team. And thanks to all of you who have clicked the affiliate links and who can keep watching the videos and make adventures like this possible. Thanks so much. I'll see you tomorrow, and please do not forget to be excellent to each other. Thank you.